personal care. Let me start this. So this looks good. Here we go. Hey, Matt, how you doing?
Good, Larry. How are you? I wasn't quite ready, but
no, you got a little extra, a little tiny bit longer show today.
Yeah.
Usually be occupied right now by who's the band that does that song?
Oh, don't do Rascal Flatts.
Rascal Flatts, yeah. So how's everything with you?
Good.
We were just talking about road trips, and some of these road trips are pretty far away.
Yeah.
Like Washington, like the state of. I mean,
ooh, that's a long way.
Even Alaska was on the list. So,
wow. I wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't?
No. That's too far to drive.
It is. But what about everything in between? Are you into that kind of stuff? Are you the guy who likes to see the big ball of yarn and the
you know, I think if I did a trip like that, if you had a motorhome to where you drive for
that's what I always think, but,
and just pull over and just relax and.
Well, that's what I always think. But then, if you think about the price of gasoline versus the price of a hotel room, I mean, hotels look pretty nice.
They do. But I could do a road trip in a nice
because then it's your bed too. You don't know who slept in it.
Right. And and another thing though, you got the price of the hotel, but then you have to go out to eat all the time. That can get expensive too.
Well, that's true.
So you got hotel and food.
That's true.
But you still got to buy.
You know, somebody told me yesterday you can take a backpack into Disney now.
I didn't know.
I didn't either.
I know Joey takes a backpack in all the time.
Does he?
Everywhere he goes. Because he has his supplies in his backpack.
Oh, yeah, of course.
He's on a road trip.
Where is he going?
He went to Oklahoma.
Oh, I think I saw you posted it on Facebook. Yeah, what's he doing there?
He was in the national track meet. He went to the nationals.
And is he racing?
He did race.
What is he racing?
He raced the 100 meter, the 200 meter, 400 meter, 800 meter, 1500 meter.
But this is in a wheelchair?
Yeah, in his race chair.
Race chair?
Yeah.
Is it different than the wheelchair?
Yeah, it's a 3-wheeled thing. It's kind of crazy look. I'll show you a picture of it. I got a picture of it.
And he moves by the strength of his arms?
Yes.
Wow, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, he's a national champion.
Wow. He was cut to be competitive, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
He was born to be competitive.
Yeah.
Were you competitive when you were a kid? Are you still competitive?
In certain areas, I am.
Yeah. Like
I need to know.
Like Candy Crush?
Well, Candy Crush is he's actually way ahead of me on Candy Crush. There's in certain arenas, I want to be very good at what I do.
Well, I guess that's true for a lot of things.
Yeah, some things I just don't care about. He needs to be competitive in everything he does.
Does it matter to you? This is more of a psychological question, and we can talk about cars. Please call in with your car questions. Does it matter to you whether you're recognized for your...
No.
No? Does it matter to Joey?
No.
So he can win... And be with somebody else who's talking about winning all these races, and he'll never bring up the fact that he also wins races?
No, he doesn't boast like that.
Well, it's not. See, I don't know that that's boasting. But if you're around somebody,
if you ask him a question, hey, how did you do at the Nationals? Oh, I won. Well, what did you win? Well, I won them all.
Yeah.
How many gold medals? Well, I got 5. I mean, but he's not going to go out there and purposely broadcast it.
Really?
He gets mad at me like when he won the state championship. I tried to get to Vanguard High School. They got their little board up in front of the school.
Yeah.
And congrats to Joey, for winning the national championship or state championship.
Right.
And he's like, no, Dad, don't say nothing.
Why?
I don't know.
Well, would you be the same way in his position?
I probably wouldn't care. He knows what he's done. He knows what he's accomplished.
Yeah.
And he's, as long as he's satisfied with himself, then he's okay. I get, it's kind of.
Well, let's talk about cars. Let's see. The other day I was driving my car, and I thought...
It's better to drive it than push it. So.
Yeah, definitely. And I thought, I wonder if that sounds... I can't decide if that sounds different or not. I wasn't really sure. So then the first time Robin was in my car, after that, I said, does my car sound different to you? And she listened, and she said, yeah. And I said, but did you think that before I asked? And she said, no. So maybe it doesn't really, maybe I kind of planted it in your brain. I don't know. I'm going to ask you to, you can't really hear it if you're like in traffic. You've got to be like on an empty road. And I'm not even sure it sounds different. It's just, I think it does. Maybe it's the tires. You think I need new tires?
I don't know. We need to listen to the noise.
Does that often cause the sound to change?
It can. Yes, it can. It can make a noise.
Does the transmission need
To be serviced.
maintenance? Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Just like your engine oil needs to be serviced.
Yeah.
And your coolant.
So what do I do? I just ask for that?
Yeah, you bring it in and say, I need a transmission service. How long has it been, Larry? How long has it been?
Yeah, but didn't you one time say if it's been too long, you're better off leave it alone?
Sometimes just leave it alone.
Can you know? Will you know that in advance?
Yes.
But I think you did look at it one time and you told me it was okay.
Okay.
I think.
I may have. I've looked at a few cars since the last time I looked at your transmission.
So if we're going on a road trip, you flush out your oil and redo that, and your water and your radiator and your transmission fluid. Make it all new.
Make it all new. If it's not been maintained, we need to look at things and make the best judgment.
And maybe suggest renting a car.
That may be.
Does running the air conditioner actually cause you to burn more gasoline?
Yes.
Really?
But then
A lot
rolling
more?
down the window, well, that's something you'd have to have Sonny do a mileage
study.
check for. Yeah,
Okay.
study for us. Sonny's the official, our official,
Right.
researcher.
Right.
With some of this stuff.
So what were you gonna say? If you roll down the
But
window,
then you roll down the windows, and then you have that drag, so it may not affect it a whole lot. Now, if you roll the windows up and left the AC off, you might get, but then it'll get hot.
now, but do you believe this thing that we've been taught that energy can't be destroyed? It only changes form. Do you believe that?
Energy can't be destroyed. Well, I guess I would believe that. I mean, just bam. Here's a question. You got 2 milliseconds to think about this.
Well, I thought about
Hey,
this.
can you text me these questions in advance, brother?
Well, this is what they say. They say energy can't be destroyed. It can only be transformed into another form of energy. Okay?
Okay.
And I've often thought, okay, well, gasoline is a form of, is it kinetic energy? Or potential energy?
Yeah.
Whatever it is. It's one of the two. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So then once you burn it, where is that? I mean, what's the energy that it became?
Well, if you burned it in your car, isn't it the energy that was used in that gasoline to get you from point A to point B?
Okay. So then once I get to point B, now where did the energy go? Now where is it?
It's at the Shell station.
I don't understand this whole theory that energy can't be destroyed. Well, where is it then? What? And how can I bottle it up and use it again? I don't understand it.
I don't know.
It's beyond my understanding.
Mine too.
All right, we have a phone call. Good morning. You're on the air with Matt.
Yeah, good morning, Matt.
Morning.
Say, did you happen to look at the paper this morning or hear about this weekend where Don Garlitz has an electric drag racer and he was going to try to, I guess, break the 200-mile barrier with an electric car? Have you ever heard anything like that?
No, but I would like to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in the paper this morning. I couldn't believe what I was reading. I wonder if it's just like a lot of batteries or one big battery or to produce that kind of power. That must be something else.
Yeah, I would like to see that. That's all I can say about that. I sound like Forrest Gump. That's all. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, that's first.
He had some kind of a problem with it that he I don't know I don't know what the deal was, but he was unable to reach the 200. I guess that'd be the first time an electric car ever went that fast, but he was unable to break that record. And where he was, I don't know if he was up in Gainesville or whatever, but that is really something unbelievable. I mean, it's probably not even electric car. It's not even noisy. You just hear the tires squealing. Probably.
Yeah, that is true about electric car. It's just different sounding. I'd like to see that.
Yeah. So would I. Well, let's hope in the future that he gets his problems figured out. And maybe he'll advertise the fact where he'll be, and we'll go and see it. It would really be something to see.
Yeah, maybe he didn't have enough of that energy left over at the end of his run. I wonder how far they're going,
he's
though.
Not a young kid anymore, huh?
Say that again?
He's not a young kid anymore either. He's got to be he's in his 70s probably.
Yeah, he's getting up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he sure set a lot of records in his prime, and I just thought it was quite an interesting. I was really surprised when I read it. I just couldn't believe that an electric battery-driven vehicle like that could even go 200 miles an hour, let 10 miles an hour. Well, I know they go. You got electric cars that go maybe up to 50, but a dragster is really something else.
Yeah, that would be something different.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
He was born in 1932.
Is that Miss Rhodes out there? Hi, Miss Rhodes.
He's talking to people through the window. All right, let's go back to the phone. Good morning. You're on there with Matt.
Good morning, Matt. This is Sonny calling.
Hey, Sonny.
I heard you talking about the gas mileage with the AC, without, and so on and so forth. And I believe just because of the temperatures and everything else, and the fact that our gasoline is so diluted and polluted, the gas mileage goes down whether you're using the AC or not in this hot weather. Air density and all that sort of thing plays a factor in what kind of gas mileage you're going to get. And then a lot of cars, I know they have it licked now with the newer cars, but you get that vapor lock or what they call gas boiling in the bowl of the carburetor and stuff like that. But I still imagine you're not getting the true efficiency out of the gasoline with these crazy humid temperatures. The other thing about electric cars, I watched the Formula One races, and I think I'm going to give up watching those. They're so ridiculously controlled now, it's unbelievable. Most of the cars had a backup battery type of deal to give them a little extra acceleration out of the turns, and also help with the braking. And Mercedes-Benz was leading the entire race until the last two laps, only because the brakes started going away and the electrical impulse deal for help out the acceleration more or less gave up the ghost. But this is what is, I guess, coming down the pike. You plug it in and then take off in the morning or whatever, literally. But anyway, it's great hearing you on the radio. I like the program.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Now.
Thank you, you too.
Don Garlis is 82 years old.
82 years old.
Yeah, he came out of retirement to set another national drag racing speed elapsed time record. Isn't that amazing? And you have another phone call. Good morning. You're on there with Matt.
If you want to know more about Don Garlett's electric car, there was an article in the Star Banner, and it was Friday, this past Friday, and it says, Garlett's goes green. Big Daddy will vie for 200-mile barrier in an electric dragster. And it was yesterday in Bradenton at the Bradenton Motorsport Park. So, and there's a phone number. It's 941-748-1320. But the whole article and pictures of the dragster and everything, if you're interested, it might still, I don't know how it works when you go on the Internet to look at the stories. But it's in the section called Drive. I'm trying to see the page number. It's Section F. It's on the front page of Section F in Drive.
All right.
That's a really interesting part of the paper. They have, every week they have different things featured.
Thank you, Ann.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. I said the information I'm going to read to you is from the Motorsports Talk website, which is an NBC website. I'll just read this one. The first driver to break the 200-mile-per-hour barrier in a gas-powered dragster in 1964, Garlett's on Wednesday set the national record for an electric-powered dragster covering the 1,000-foot racing surface at Bradenton Motorsports Park in Florida in 7.26 seconds at 184.01 miles per hour. Electric car.
That's pretty cool.
The previous record was 156 miles per hour in an electric dragster. How about that?
That is pretty cool.
He said, had it not been for a parachute malfunction, Garlitz and the rest of the motorsports team had hoped to break the 200 mile per hour and 6-second barrier that day. But I guess there was a malfunction in the parachute that comes out the back. Yeah.
Huh. I'd have think they would have found out there was a malfunction after he hit the 200 mile an hour barrier.
Yeah.
You know?
Huh. I don't know, maybe he had his windows down. He had a little bit of drag. Extra drag.
Does it have a picture of the dragster?
Let me look. I'm not sure if that's what I'm looking at or not, but let me take another phone call first, and I'll look while you're talking. Good morning. You're on the air with Matt.
Morning, Matt. I just pulled up that darn Garlitz event, and when I take off, all you hear is like a swoosh. I think it was jet propelled or something.
Right.
Or it must be the tires. But it was something to see on the computer here. The darn Garlitz electric dragster, and I had no problem picking it up on Yahoo. But anyway, just to let you guys know.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Okay, I did the same thing just now. I just found it too. I'll turn it around and let you watch it. It looks like it's a 1 minute piece. I'll turn it around so you can see it. It's I found it on YouTube if you want to look it up. And it was exactly like Sonny said. Just put Don Garlitz electric dragster. Right now, while Matt is looking at that video, the phone number to call is the WOCA Climate Control Source Hotline, 622-9622. Maybe you have a question about your own car. Of course, anything about your vehicle, your car is game for Matt, and kind of likes talking around everything, really, including
electric dragsters.
Electric dragsters.
And it looks like a real, it's...
And Candy Crush. Yeah, it looks like I wouldn't have known any different. Maybe if I was there, the sound... Oh, I can't put the sound on right now, I don't think. But
Well, it looks like... That's pretty cool. I just, in my mind, I pictured something that would look a little bit different than what it looks, but it looks like the future.
Yeah. Do you know, we had Don Garlitz as a guest one time, and we were asking him about the rumor. I use that word without really meaning the word rumor, but I don't know another word. But what might have been a rumor about the carburetor that can go 100 miles per gallon, and he said there was such a thing.
Yeah.
In fact, he had a prototype or something at his museum.
Yeah, I remember, it was kind of like I don't know if you'd call it a myth or just a story,
maybe.
An old legend that you hear of this guy that created this carburetor in his garage back in the, I guess it was maybe back in the 40s or 50s.
And, go 100 miles per gallon.
Yeah, and then the government got involved and
not going to make any money if we use this thing.
No, and he ended up dead. And
I didn't hear that part.
But yeah, the technology is out there to where they could do so much more with what the technology is allowed. I'm just a me, I'm me, and I created a hydrogen car, and I'm just me. There's people out there that are way smarter than I am.
And your hydrogen car works on water?
Yeah. Yeah. Me and my son did it.
Do you drive it?
I did. I did drive it.
How come you stopped?
Because, I don't know, we just moved on to something else.
Ran out of water?
Actually, we did it as a science project. He got an A.
What kind of car was it?
It was a Buick Century.
And you changed the engine?
No, it ran on that engine ran on hydrogen gas. It was a mixture of hydrogen gas and gasoline. And what we were trying to accomplish is, if we added another fuel source, could we change fuel mileage? Could we change it?
And
oh yeah, we did. We did.
How many miles were you getting?
When we started the project, we we calculated. We did a Sunny on this thing. We did all the research. Went to the same gas station,
Right.
went to the same gas pump at the same time during the day, at pretty much the same relative humidity and temperature.
Okay.
And we got 28 miles to the gallon, straight up, just a car rolling in.
Okay.
And we went from a distance on I-75, basically from like the Highway 27 exit to the Wildwood exit.
Okay.
Turned around, came back. We did the same thing both times. And we did it what they call an orange test. We converted it to hydrogen, and we did the same exact test. And we went from 28 miles to the gallon to 58 miles to the gallon. I don't remember the point whatever, but it went from 28 to 58 by adding the hydrogen.
Wow.
By using hydrogen.
Wow, that's huge.
It was huge, yeah.
Now,
absolutely.
why? I mean, couldn't you patent that and maybe move to a different place?
Or end up dead?
Yeah.
It was just a project that we did, and there was some other variables in our discovery of making it run on hydrogen. It's very, very corrosive. We saw some effects.
Oh, really?
That would, not be good long term. But we could have done, the research and actually created some kind of a filtration system to kind of filter the hydrogen and stuff like that. It was great when we were doing it, because gas was getting up to almost $5 a gallon, and my phone was ringing off the hook, and I was being bombarded by people and stuff like that. But it was as soon as the gas prices started coming down, everybody just didn't care no more. But what we discovered is what we discovered, that there is a possibility here. The car performed the same.
Wow.
It was pretty cool.
That is fascinating. And you have another phone call. Good morning. You're on the air with Matt.
Is this for the cars?
Yes.
Oh, I cannot. I don't know what the station is. I can never get it. I'd like to know. I put tires in my car, and it doesn't drive right. So where does that come from?
It doesn't drive right. What doesn't drive right?
It's like I'm dragging something.
Is it vibrating, or like if you feel like it's just holding back, or?
What happened is I had a big nail on my tire, and it had to be removed. So I went to the closest place, and so I put 4 tires. They put Goodyear. I don't know if Goodyear is good. I don't have no idea. But I guess somebody else, people using them. So I don't have no idea. The only thing I know, it says they put them in. My car doesn't drive right, and I don't feel like even driving it.
I don't know. If you brought it by, I would definitely take it out for a test drive and let me drive it and see what I feel or see what I come up with.
I was going to go to your place, but with that tire, I couldn't go that far.
Okay.
Because I know you're on 27.
Yes.
And over there, and I hate even to drive this with this over there. That's how bad it is. But it's 27 and what?
It's just Highway 27. It's 1800 Northwest 10th Street.
10th Street?
Yeah, which is Highway 27.
I don't know. No, I know you go. I'm going on Pine.
Okay, when you go,
give me your phone number.
690-1993.
Okay, 690-11?
1993.
1993. Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that sounds dangerous, actually, doesn't it? Good morning. You're on the air with Matt. Are you there? Good morning. they bailed out whoever it was. Well, we're almost at the end here. So if you do want to call in and you want to just call right back, 622-WOCA if you didn't already know that. And just to remind you that if you are going on a road trip somewhere, you might want to get it checked out real quickly. Not real quickly, but just get it checked out real thoroughly.
Thoroughly.
It's a better word. Yeah. Are you going on any road trips?
We don't have nothing planned, but I'm sure we're gonna go do something.
You know, this is totally just a talking point, but I often wonder, like when you hear about Don Garlits breaking that record at 82, what is it about the human being that a champion will always be a champion? Your son seems to be in that category. What is it? What do you think it is?
I don't know. You know, it's
I mean, all these people that could have done it, but he did it.
I know, and his drive and everything is just it's crazy. Larry, I get up early in the morning, and for him to prepare for this event that he went, I'd get up at 4:30 in the morning. He's gone. He's out training. He doesn't have a trainer. He's self-motivated. He just go gets it.
Wow. Matt, we're out of time, and the music is on, so we'll see you next week.
Yes, sir.
Go visit Matt if you have something going on with your car. Take my word for it. Matt is my mechanic. I trust him with my car 100%, and so does Robin and Robin's mom and everybody else here. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. Las Vegas police still trying to determine why a man and a woman shot and killed 2 cops in a pizza shop and a third person at a Walmart before the woman killed the other suspect, then herself. This witness saw the man.
He just told me to tell the cops that it was a revolution and he had just killed 2 cops inside CC's.
Investigators tell reporters the couple's apartment was filled with swastikas and that neighbors referred to them as militant conspiracy theorists and drug users.
Fox Radio's Evan Brown. Some Colorado residents still shaking after several tornadoes touched down, at least 3 causing damage.
I was standing on the door trying to keep it from blowing in. I thought it was just wind. And then I seen the tree go over, and then I seen my gator go flying across the yard.
The storm's taking aim today at Nebraska, Kansas, Arkansas, and Missouri. The Taliban in Pakistan claiming responsibility for a 5-hour assault on the Karachi airport that killed at least 18. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Welcome to